Get the fuck out of here.
And welcome back to Dumb and Broke. My name's Chelsea.
And I'm Bryan. And just like that, we're back with another episode.
Woo!
I've been watching a lot of, and just like that, I'm obsessed again with Sex and the City. Have you been watching?
I've only watched like 3 episodes of the first season that came out.
Yeah,
so I'm like in it, but I'm not in it.
You didn't even know there was a second season.
I didn't, to be honest.
But you watch Sex and the City, right?
Yeah.
Like you're a fan of Sex and the City. Yeah. I love it. I think a lot of people would agree that the first season of the reboot wasn't great. It was like
not their best.
Definitely not their best. They did a lot of like they were definitely checking boxes, if you know what I mean. Like they covered the gay character, the people of color, the gender non-conforming. They're
trying to prove they're woke.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like maybe they did that because one, it's maybe there's a lot of pressure that you have to, but also like if you do watch like the original, it was kind of problematic.
There's like no diversity really.
Yeah. So, but it was just a little cringy the first season. But now the second season, we're like 8 episodes in, and it's so good. Like it's starting to feel like old Sex in the City again, and I'm just obsessed.
I love that for you, and I'll have to get back on it. Do you hate when people say I love that for you?
Kinda.
Oh my gosh, I do it all the time and I catch myself. But I've noticed people say like, oh, that's so like that they don't like it. And I'm like, fuck, I do love that for you.
I feel like it's kind of like a cop out response. It's like I have nothing else to say, so I'm gonna say it.
Well, that's also not wrong. But
like that's crazy. Like it's kind of in that same category.
Okay, well I didn't mean it that way. I actually do love that for you.
Well, I will love it for you too once you start watching.
What character do you resonate the most with? What
do you think? Like who do you identify me?
I mean, you have main character energy, so you are a Carrie Bradshaw to me.
I get that a lot. She's never been my. I get that.
I get that a lot.
Yeah. I don't. She's never been my favorite character, but I'll take it. I've always resonated with Miranda, like the original.
Miranda's cool.
Yeah. What about you?
Who do you think I am?
Okay, Samantha. A little bit. I mean, out of the 4, I would say Samantha, mainly because like, not just because you're a whore. No,
there's more to me.
Yeah.
I'm also loud and obnoxious.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah.
I accept.
But what are you watching these days?
There's this one show that Tegan. I feel like we don't have to say our friend Tegan anymore.
Everyone knows
you guys
Tegan.
know who Tegan
You'll
is.
see her soon.
Our friend Tegan showed us this show or told us about this show where a group of New Yorkers go to different city. I guess they haven't found love in New York. So they go to different cities and they go on all of these. It doesn't say Hinge, but it's like they match and go on dates. And that's been super interesting to me just to see like how it is to date in different cities. I don't really know why, because I've lived in different cities and I've dated in different cities. It's just like the experiment of it all.
It's always so fun, like being in a different city and opening up the app. It's just like, it's a completely different experience.
It's a completely different me.
Yeah.
That is swiping through there.
Right.
She doesn't have a care in the world.
Yeah, she's bold.
And then, me here, I'm like, ugh, like his lip is a little weird. So, I'm a lot more forgiving, I think, in other cities.
Wait, so the show, do you know what the show's called?
No.
What channel is it on?
It's on HBO.
Okay.
So I feel like if you Googled HBO New Yorkers go on dates, you will find it.
Okay. Yeah. That sounds interesting though. Like
it is interesting, and it's interesting to watch just to watch other people go on legitimate dates and see the same thing that you're going on dates here. Mm-hmm. Like there was one scenario where a girl was on a date with a guy and he was telling her his workout routine. He's like, yeah, I do like chest on Monday, I do bis and tris on Tuesday, and it was like a funny little clip, but so relatable, because why do guys do that?
Oh
I don't understand.
See, that's like I now watch reality TV from a lens that like almost like a producer, and also like picture myself in those situations. I don't think I could do like a dating. Like, I definitely want to be on reality TV. I would love that. But like the dating ones, I don't think I could do.
I think I could do that one, the one that I'm talking about. I could not do. I could not do The Bachelor.
No.
Things like that, unless they just slip me right in there as the Bachelorette.
Yeah.
I could do that.
Yeah. Have 30 men.
I would love to have 30 men to juggle, but fighting for one man with 30 women.
No.
Can't picture it.
No. I used to love that shit too. Like, I loved like Rock of Love and like Flavor Flav, and I Love New York, all those. Tila Tequila. I loved all the shows, but could never be me.
No way.
One show I am trying to get on is Big Brother. I'm manifesting it. I've never watched Big Brother in my life they're on season 25 now. First episode just came out. I watched it. Seems kind of silly, but I feel like it's like a good game for me, because it's like a really good mixture of physical and social game. Like the physical isn't like too extreme, like the challenge, which that's the end goal.
Right.
Chelsea and we're going to be on the challenge. You heard it here first.
Mark our words.
Yes. It's going to be like the social media edition of the challenge, where it's just like, teams of social media people. We're social media people, I guess.
We're social.
Yeah. Where was I? Oh yeah, Big Brother.
Big Brother.
But like, I think it'd be a really good game that I could excel at.
I think you would do great.
You probably would too.
I've watched a little bit. I don't know though, because I don't know why I just like don't like forced social situations, and I feel like you have to be very like, you have to be friends with everyone.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I am friendly, but I do not want to be friends with everyone.
Yeah.
But you are friends with everyone,
I'm friends
like
with everyone.
automatically. So yeah, I think you would do great if we could go in as like an alliance.
Yes.
Then yeah,
I'll
we're
carry
in.
you to the end. But yeah, back to dating.
Ew.
I'm back on Hinge.
Same.
And I don't know why. It's always like kind of exciting to like download it again and like, start swiping, but it's all the same people. But literally,
It's like all your friends that you see again. You're like, hey, welcome back.
Yeah. And like 2 minutes later, I'm like, why am I here?
I did have a guy match me, and he was like, are we going to try this again? And then he gave me his phone number, and I have not texted him, because I'm just like, I don't know that we are.
Yeah, I get like reoccurring likes, and sometimes they don't say anything. It's just like, like, do you remember that one guy I told you about? Like, we like set up a date, and then like I realized like I just like wasn't interested. So I was really honest about it, and then I'm back on, and he liked me again.
Interesting. He's like, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe now though.
Yeah.
Or do you think they forget?
I don't know.
I would never forget getting
forget.
rejected.
Yeah.
Ever in my life.
I literally like was with like our friends at Minnows. It was like me, Tegan, Corey, and Dominique, and they were helping me like craft a text, and like one of the bartenders got into it. I think I still have like the saved note in my phone. Like, I'll read what I sent to him. I
think one of the most terrifying things for me would be if somebody were to go through all of my notes in my phone.
Oh my God. Yeah.
That would be worse than my Google search history.
So you can see there's 4 different responses.
Oh my gosh.
There's 4 different drafts. This is the first one. Hi, hope your night was fun. I'm not looking for something right now. Best of luck. I didn't send that one. I forgot, and I didn't write that one. I forgot who sent that. The second one was, hey, sorry for the delayed response. I was with friends all day yesterday. Want to be upfront. I'm not really feeling it. Hope you understand. Be well. I don't think I sent that one either. These are kind of harsh.
Be well.
And then
someone told me to be well.
The third one was, hey, it's been real talking to you. I just don't think it's a fit. Wish you the best. That's not bad.
No.
I think the last one is the one I sent and the one that I wrote, which was, "Hey, I don't want to waste your time. I'm not in a place to meet anyone right now. Take care."
Take care? Oh, wow.
Oh my God. But yeah, that's how you reject someone.
I always just say, hey, I think we would be really great as friends. Not feeling a romantic spark.
Yeah.
I know spark.
We didn't even meet.
Oh,
Like, that was-
okay.
that was like-
That's usually my after the fact.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, I don't really feel like I owe anyone anything.
No, I think I just
to
told that because
start.
like we set a date.
Oh, right.
And then I was backing out.
Right.
So,
Think I would have lied.
hey, I died. Sorry, I can't make it.
Here's the obituary. This is Chelsea's mom. You seem like a really nice guy.
But be well.
Be well. Take care.
Don't die.
Have you ever, speaking of dating, have you ever listened to the Hinge voice notes? I think it is genuinely my favorite thing about Hinge.
I like it too. I'm appreciative of them. I've never done a voice prompt myself, but I've said this before, but like a big thing that I find attractive is a voice. So like I do appreciate when people have them on their profile, so like I can get a sense of what they sound like. And that may be problematic for me to say, but whatever. I'm just really real. We're real here.
So real, raw, genuine.
But 9 out of 10 times, I don't like what I hear.
Well, and it's like what they're saying that is. I think the only ones that I've ever really liked are like guys singing a funny song badly, like poorly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because that's an ick for me when people like sing to me, or like I don't like that.
Yeah. I mean, fair. It is pretty cringe.
Yeah.
But there's a funny way to do it, and then there's like a not so funny way to do it.
But you have a couple of
Yes. Okay. Let's cue them up.
Yeah.
So I actually have an entire album in my phone dedicated to Hinge voice notes that are either the worst or just make me laugh. So this first one, you know what? I'll let you guys listen and draw your own conclusions.
So yeah, this is Chelsea's Hinge, not mine. And this guy, it says, "Believe it or not, I
love taking cold showers. And it wasn't always this way, but over the years, I became addicted to it. And I like it because it gives my skin this cool, cold buzz for almost half of the day, 6 hours, let's say. So this is the way that I start my perfect day.
oh,
Psychopath. You're going to peel my face off and wear it around your apartment.
that was really creepy."
It was the laugh at the beginning. The laugh at the beginning that was just, and I'm just like, oh.
And then there was like a sigh. He was like, "I love cold showers."
You're making my skin crawl and
Oh my
not in a good
God.
way.
What was that? Like, why?
No. I mean, maybe that's just like his own humor, but
Was that someone that liked you and then you checked out their profile, or were you just like scrolling?
I think I was just scrolling. No, I feel like I should preface like none of these people I have matched with.
Oh, yeah.
Do not be concerned. Yeah, but that's just so creepy.
I don't like that. That made me
No.
uncomfortable.
Yeah. You've made me uncomfortable before I've ever even met you.
Oh God. What do you guys think about that one?
Yikes. We do have one more.
Yeah.
So the next one is not necessarily, he's just like somebody that I know right off the jump that I would hate. Like I hate him.
This guy's name is Alex. So ladies, if you're in New York and on Hinge, this guy is wearing a pink shirt.
He did like me after the fact.
Okay. Let's just play it.
Okay.
Let's see. I've never had Chipotle. I've never had Chick-fil-A. Let's see. I've never owned an iPhone my entire life. So to the ladies that say, I don't like green bubbles. Yeah, I hate to break it to you, but I have an Android. Let's see. I've never spent $5,000 to sit in nosebleeds to watch Taylor Swift. Y'all gotta really explain that to me. I mean, she's talented, but my God, y'all
I'll explain it.
paying to to see this woman.
Oh, that was it?
And that's it.
Oh.
First of all, let's just run through it. Oh, who are you flexing on with the Chipotle and the Chick-fil-A comment? You don't like good things? This seems like the kind of guy that you're at a party playing a drinking game, and those are his like never have I ever's. Everyone has their fingers up, and he was like, never have I ever had Chipotle, never have I ever had Chick-fil-A. Everybody's out, and you're like, okay, whatever. You're not cool, Alex. Second of all, the green text, get over yourself. Again, what are you trying to prove? And then I love that he gave Taylor Swift a little bit of credit.
Yeah.
But also in his last photo, he's in a suite at a baseball game. And so I'm like, okay, but you'll pay for sports, but you're not going to pay for...
Yeah. I kind of like him.
What?
No, I mean, no. I liked his personality. Like, I felt like I really got to know him in that. So, like, if you're into that, then, like, you got all...
I feel like he was like... Ugh, I think I would hate having a conversation with him.
Yeah. I just think he was funny. Like, I just want to sit there and watch him talk.
Other people.
Or like a stand up or, you know.
Oh, okay.
But the accent, like, I like love and hate it equally. It's like so bad, but so good.
That's a Brooklyn boy.
Yeah, it just seems, I love that. But also, like, everything about that was like negative. It's like, why don't you tell me what you like? That's
what I'm saying. That is an ick for me just on dating apps in general, is really anything negative or the prompt that's like, don't go out with me if, and I will just read the prompt and I'll be like, okay, I won't.
Yeah.
Period. Yeah. I don't care if I even meet the following criteria of whatever you're talking about. I think that's, you already strike me as a person that is just like
that prompt is
not pleasant to be around.
It's so like entitled to. It's like, I'm not obligated to date you, period.
Right. I'm like, okay, no. Also, just anything that is like uber specific that makes me feel like you're not over an ex or some girl who's smashed your heart into pieces. And then ultimately just like anything serious at all.
God, yeah.
I don't even want you to tell me that you're looking for the love of your life.
No.
Because then I'm like, whoo!
Yeah, no. This is your platform. This is your time to show me that you're a comedian, to show me what you like. Like, don't fuck it up. I'm looking for like maybe 5 to 10 seconds. So you better wow me like that. Now who sounds entitled?
Would you date a comedian?
Probably, but I feel like comedians aren't supposed to date comedians. Am I a comedian? Did I just call myself a comedian?
You've done comedy.
Yeah. There's like a whole thing about like, because comics like are stereotypically narcissistic. They're narcissists. You kind of have to be if you think about it. Like if you're going to like on a stage and like, I'm about to be funny as fuck, you're all about to laugh. Like there is something narcissistic about that. So, but why not? Would you?
I don't know. I mean, I never have, so I feel like I shouldn't say no, but there is like you'd have to be a very specific type of humor.
Yeah.
And I feel like you'd already have to be good at it. Like I could not imagine, and this is messed up of me to say, but I could not imagine going to a guy likes open mic and then him not getting laughs.
Oh no.
Like that to me would be hard.
Yeah. Well, good.
For me, I'm thinking about me. That for me would be hard.
Well, good thing your laugh could fill a whole entire room. I would make sure you're at every single one of my shows because I would be like,
I would laugh at all of your stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I also every time I see like their profession when they say like actor or musician, like I like automatically swipe left because like I don't know something about and I like I'm not proud of that. I'm like, we're all aspiring to be something, but there's something about like an actor or musician who hasn't made it. I don't know.
There's something about the hustle of it.
Yeah, that like I don't know. Maybe it's like you're probably broke. I don't know. I feel bad.
I mean, we've
feel
already
bad saying
determined
this.
on the last pod that you need somebody that's going to make more money than you.
Yeah. Ew, I sound horrible. Like, why would anybody want to date me? No one has in a long time. But I don't know. I feel like I have like this like exact picture of who I want to end up with, and I can't even explain. Like, I couldn't even like explain it, but like I know it. It's in here.
But again, I will reiterate. I feel like we talk about all of these icks and all of these like things that we're just like, oh no, but it's really about the energy of a person. I know I could fall in love with anyone.
Probably.
I know I could.
Yeah.
If they had like the right energy when I met them in person. That's why dating apps are so hard in general, because it's like I want you to tell me about who you are, but I don't think I can see who you are in this.
Totally.
And then I get to a point where I'm just like, well, I don't want to waste my time figuring it out either.
No, the energy thing is so true. That's like 90% of it.
I don't even think I wouldn't even say like my last 2 exes were really like my type. We were together for a long time. So
damn, you wasted a lot of time.
But I mean they were so great. They had great energy.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Can't say the same. Oh, so I was on Hinge recently, and I came across a voice prompt of this guy. He was kind of cute, so like I liked what I saw. Then I turned on that voice prompt, and he says more or less, he's like, so I was on a date with this guy once, and I asked him like, oh, like, what are you reading? And the guy was like, I'm not reading anything. I don't really read much. And it just made me think how much reading is so important to me. So, needless to say, I didn't see him again. And I'm like, ew, like you like this guy, but because he doesn't like read. And it just like, I can't stand people who read. No, but like, hear me out. And don't get me wrong, I read every so often, not a lot. I wouldn't class myself as a reader, but I feel like people who read, a lot of them like to let people know that they read, and they like try to like make people who don't read feel less than. And it's like, and I know you're a reader.
I am a reader.
You're a reader. But you're not like the person that I'm saying. Like you've never brought that up on the podcast, but I know you read. But do you know what I mean? Like those people that do that, like
right. No, I that's honestly an ick for me too, as a reader. It's just somebody that's like, again, it goes back to being negative, or just like, oh, tell me what you read last. And I get that is like a big thing for people, but when I see that strikes me as somebody who thinks like I'm smarter than you, and is always just going to have that above me for the rest. And I could never be with someone who thinks that they're smarter than me.
Right. Yeah.
Could never.
No. Yeah, that's it too. It's like that question, like, so what are you reading? Like, so you're just assuming that I'm reading. And I understand how that could be like an attractive trait to like, oh, like he reads. Like that's cute. But like, don't ask that question. And then you're setting someone up for failure almost. And it's like, but then if I say I'm not reading, then you just change your entire perception of me. I don't know. I don't think that's fair.
I'm going to play devil's advocate a little.
Okay.
What if somebody told you that they didn't listen to music?
That's weird. I think that's just weird.
I
think that would make me have so many more questions. What do you mean? Like, I feel like that's a very, very rare thing. Like,
true.
You don't listen to any music? I don't know. I think I
will say like music is more of like a thoughtless activity.
Yeah.
Not necessarily like reading. But if somebody was like, I don't watch TV.
And the way I listen to music, I don't think is the way that everyone listens to music. Like, I think you have your people that are like, they just want like the vibe, like they like dance music, and they don't really care about like the words, where I'm a lyric girly. Like, I listen to music for the lyrics. And like, because like when albums come out, I'll listen to an album and I will be on my phone looking at the lyrics as they go by. So that's me reading. That's how I read. It's like I'm reading poetry.
Right.
You know what I mean? I mean, Taylor Swift.
You're a reader.
Taylor Swift is telling stories. I'm reading books.
Yeah.
I mean, long book. She has a 10-minute song. That's
Let's
a
take it
long
back.
ass book.
Honestly, that's what you should reply
Yeah.
on your next time. You're like, the last thing I read was Taylor's All Too Well 10-minute version. Yeah.
Honestly. But yeah, I mean, if someone said they don't listen to music, how would you take that?
That would be weird for me.
Weird,
That
right?
would be weird. And I would just be like concerned with how like mentally healthy are you to just have, or do you just live in silence?
Yeah, right.
That would be, and like if you do, what's going on in your brain? That seems scary to me.
Like, so you don't like
Seems
going to
scary.
like concerts and stuff
It
like
seems
that?
like that first guy that goes, that guy would not listen to music.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No.
So I think moral of the story here is like, I could be single forever, and I think that might be pretty great.
Doesn't sound too bad, honestly, anymore. Like, yeah, I feel like being single comes with like a negative connotation, but like, I don't think it has to be.
I think if somebody told me, if I knew for sure that I was not going to be in a romantic relationship for the rest of my life, I know that I would be happy. Like I would not waste my energy on dating or even like feel that pressure. I would be done with it.
That would
And
make life a lot easier.
it really would. Like, could somebody I would like to jump into the future, just know, and then I can accept it and just move on with my life.
Yeah.
Which makes me feel like maybe I should just like do that anyway, and whatever happens, happens. But
Yeah, I mean, I would spend so much less time on these apps, and I mean, I wouldn't have the app if I like. Why would?
right.
But yeah, like it's kind of like whether we want to admit it or not, like we're all out here like looking for that, like looking for love and whatnot. But
Lerp.
you know what I mean? And it would be nice just to like not
Just
have
to like not.
just to not, you know.
Just to not.
Anyways,
Let's talk about women.
yeah, we're a little late. I know everyone has probably already seen Barbie. We just saw Barbie, and I love it. I loved it.
I loved it was everything that I wanted out of
Yeah.
that movie. It was everything.
Yeah. At first, I was like, because there was so much hype to it, I think, and like right after the movie was over, I was like, oh, that was it. But then when I got home, sat in my thoughts about it, I was like, wow, that was actually really, really well made. And it truly reiterated to myself, like, how much women mean to me. Like, I love women. Like, it's almost like
A true girl's girl.
I really am. It's kind of a shame that I'm gay and that, like, you know, romantically I'm attracted to men. But I really have to think about it. Like, all my favorite people are women. Female musicians, female comics, all my friends. You know, I'm close with my sister, my grandma. Like, women are my favorite people. And that movie, like, really just kind of, like, reminded me personally that, like, women are better.
I mean, I won't disagree.
You know what I mean?
I think it did just like such a great job of just like putting into light how it is.
Yeah.
I guess.
How it is for women. And they just, like, you know, roles were reversed.
Right. I think there's like some male hate coming out of it where they think that men were portrayed negatively, but I don't feel like that movie hated on men
No.
in any way. I think it just put them in a female's position, and it doesn't look great or feel comfortable.
Yeah.
And I think that that's the truth.
I think that was intentional.
Right. It's not, it is uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I think that's the whole point.
Yeah, I think I think they definitely proved their point. I also really loved that, like, there was so much representation in that movie without, like, saying it.
Right.
Like, unlike the Sex and the City reboot, this one, like, just, like, did it, you know? And there was no talking about it. I also love the fact that it wasn't a love story and it wasn't like about sex. Like this movie really was political without even saying that either. It was just like, you know, you can talk the talk, but this movie walked the walk, and it was beautiful.
I totally agree. And maybe this just shows like what side of TikTok I'm on, but I'm seeing like all of the Barbie and all of the Taylor Swift, and it just makes me like really happy to be a female in today's age.
Me too. No, but yeah, women.
Could you imagine being a guy's girl at a time like this?
I never really understood that whole mentality. Like the girls that are like, I just get along better with guys.
It's because they all would like to bone you.
Yeah.
They may be nice to you and you don't really have to develop a real relationship. Don't get me wrong. I have guys that I think are some of my best friends. I mean, that aren't gay, that are married, love their wives.
I can't believe you just out me like that on the podcast.
But I think at one point in my life, I felt that way, where I'm just like, I just get along better with guys. But the truth was, like, they all would have boned me if they had the chance.
I think it's a young mentality. Like, young girls think that. But,
and the fact that it's just hard to make friendships, and it's not as hard to make friendships, I say that in air quotes, with guys, because like there's more motive behind it.
Yeah. I think they think they're trying to be cool by saying that, but I think being a girl's girl is way cooler.
Right. Now at this point in my life, it is a red flag to me for girls that are not for the girls.
Yeah.
Okay, we got some really good controversial opinions.
Yes, we do.
Should we dive in?
We shall. And these are anonymous tips that we got. And we got a handful. Let's just dive right in. First one, tattoos are not attractive.
I'm offended.
I feel like this was very pointed. And I'm offended.
I mean, I say I'm offended, but I'm also not. Like, I have the tiniest tattoos on my body. Yeah. I don't think anybody is looking at me and she's like, or they're like, oh, she's yadded.
Yeah, true.
Not cute.
Yeah. I can, I guess, understand why someone would think they're not attractive. There are tattoos that aren't necessarily attractive.
Right. I'm not looking at a guy with like barbed wire around his bicep and thinking hot.
Yeah. Panties are dropping.
Yeah.
But I disagree.
Right.
As a general statement, I think they are attractive, actually.
Yeah. You want to know a funny story?
Yes, I would love to know.
So my high school boyfriend, he has a brand with my initials on his back, and he will have that for the rest of his life.
Oh my God. I love that for you.
Yeah. It actually is like a really, you know, sometimes when I'm just having a bad day, I just think about the fact that he's going through dating with my initials
CP
on his back.
CAP or CP?
I think it's just CP.
Did you like go with him to like get it done?
No, he came back and showed me. It was like scabbed over.
He
like a cattle brand.
Oh.
Like burned on his back. A literal scab with my initials.
And he like surprised you with this?
He surprised me.
And he were you like, "Oh my God, he loves me."
I was like, you're insane, first and foremost.
High school.
First and foremost. Yeah, I'm 17 years old. But second of all, I love that. I think I knew even at that point that I was, I'm like, this is going to be there for the rest of your life. And I probably also kind of knew that we weren't going to be together for the rest of our lives. So,
was he simping? Is that simping?
I feel like that's a simp move. Yeah. That's about as simp as it gets.
That right. My sister, she was obsessed with Joshua Jackson. He was in Dawson's Creek, I think, and she like carved J in her like arm. And I think it's now she like has like a scar and just like 2 J's.
Oh my gosh! Like could you imagine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that though. Like, I hope he must still think about you.
I hope. I mean, it's on his back, so how often do you see it? But every once in a while, I'm sure.
Back blown out. No, just kidding. Okay.
Oh, I picture a girl massaging his back. She's like, "What's this?"
Next.
You shouldn't give homeless people money. Buy them food instead if they are hungry. I don't agree.
I don't agree either.
I have a really soft spot for homeless people.
Yeah.
And yeah, but I also think just in any circumstance, if you're choosing to give a gift, because I think the normal argument is that, oh, they're just going to go spend it on like drugs or alcohol or something, like an addiction. But my thing is like, if I choose to give someone $5, it's really none of my business what they do with it. If I chose to give you a gift, I think it's really none of my business what you do with it.
I agree. It's not. Yeah. If you're choosing to help someone, help them. I mean, I think giving food is really nice gesture too, but I don't think you should direct people on how they help someone. Plus, if they are using it for drugs or alcohol, then honestly, so be it. Like, I, every Friday night, like, have a bunch of drinks, and like, if that is their way of getting through their situation, because like, also, let's face it, they most likely didn't choose to be in that situation. It was not their goal to be in that situation. And if, having a 40-ounce beer like makes their day, then I feel like I still helped.
By all means. And I totally agree. And it's not like you not giving them money is going to prevent them from being. It's like, oh, I didn't get $5 today. It's not like they're going to be like, oh, I'm going to change my whole life,
right? Because
I didn't have the money to buy a beer or drugs. Honestly, they'll probably go to more extreme circumstances because you're just like in such. It is like you're the lowest of the low.
Yeah,
you're in a low place. Mm-hmm. Like you said, nobody is like thinking in their life that that's where they want to end up. So, right. Yeah, I agree. You want to get some booze, some drugs, go for it.
Exactly. Wow, we're on the same page today.
Interesting.
Okay, next one is stop with the Crocs. Stop. Do you think we're going to be on the same page about this?
Maybe.
I'm for the Crocs.
I will say I used to be on this side, and I didn't understand, but I went to Colorado to visit my friend Cassie, and everyone there had on Crocs, and she was like, no, Chelsea, like they are so comfortable.
Yeah.
And they are. And I think I could get on the Croc game.
Me too. I've actually been on the lookout for some, but like every time I like go and like I'll, every time I'm in like TJ Maxx or Marshalls, I'll, look through and I see them, but they're always like just like plain black ones. I don't want a pair of black ones. I want like some fun Crocs, but totally, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. They're cute. Get me some little things to put them in.
Should we get like a Devin Brook?
Yeah, I feel like that'd be genius.
Yeah. One of us gets a blue pair. One of us gets a pink pair. Mm-hmm. You can have the pink ones.
Thank you. Yeah. But yeah, I love the Crocs.
Yeah. So I'm not going to stop with the Crocs. I think I might start.
I don't like when like they're paired with like a nice outfit. Like don't ruin an outfit with them. Do you know what I mean?
Live your life.
Okay. Next.
It's not a big deal if your BF, I'm going to assume that means boyfriend, likes other girls' pics on Instagram. Maybe that's not a big deal for you.
Honey, it's a big deal. But that'd be funny if they actually meant best friend. Like you can't like other girls' pictures.
Could you imagine?
Yeah, they definitely mean boyfriend. No, why the fuck are you liking?
My thing is like if it's a friend or it's a girl who had a big accomplishment, like yeah, no big deal. But if you are liking a tits out bathing suit or like ass in your face photo, or even worse, if or if whoever your partner knows that this is someone that you don't like or you don't get along with, mm-hmm. you should never interact. Honestly, why are you following them?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that, yeah, it's a no. It's a no.
No, I don't even think you should be liking like celebrity bikini pics either. It's like, what are you doing?
What are you doing? I don't even personally like if I throw up a thoughty photo, it makes me feel weird if there are guys that I know that are married or in relationships and they like that. Because I'm like, to me, you are giving me validation. You are telling me that you like that photo. And
That's literally what they're saying.
right. And it makes me like, I have a little less faith every time that happens, even to me. So yeah, and men, this is why we feel this way.
Yeah. That's how you know a man runs Instagram, because when they took down that feature where you could see where people are liking other people's stuff, that's because that man who was running that feature got caught.
That was such a great feature. I would love for them to bring that back. Yeah.
Bring it back, please.
Please.
But yeah, don't be liking people's like pictures like that.
Right.
If you see your friend that just graduated med school, yeah, hell yeah, I like that. That shit's cool. But titties, no.
That's where we draw the line.
All right. Okay. We have a couple more.
Ice cream is the worst taste food ever.
That's such a bold statement.
The worst ever? Like, you could just say ice cream is like not good.
You just say, I don't like ice cream.
Right.
Because that'd be a controversial take. But to say it's the worst taste of food ever?
Hard disagree.
Like, you're really about to tell me that anchovies taste better than ice cream?
Anchovies are kind of gross.
Ew.
Ew.
I can think of a lot of foods that are way worse than ice cream.
Right. Are they trolling us?
That has to be a troll. That's actually kind of annoying. Don't waste my fucking time. That is so stupid. That is so stupid. It really is.
The worst taste food ever.
Get the fuck out of here.
The most we've ever got heated up on any controversial opinion ever. And it was ice cream.
Yeah, people take pronouns too seriously, and I'm just like, calm and chill. No, I'm kidding. But ice cream? What the? I'm not even a big ice
What the fuck?
I just think that was a waste of my time.
Okay, next.
Last one. I'd rather not go to a concert than sit in the nosebleeds. I'll catch it on YouTube. I can understand that.
I would say 9 times out of 10 for me, that is correct. But there are certain artists that I would sit in the nosebleeds for.
I mean, I can't say. I had possibly the worst seat at the Taylor Swift concert and spent a lot of money on it. But I mean, I don't have a single regret about that. So I think it depends who it is.
Right.
And how much you love them. But yeah, like you said, more often than not, they're going to have a Netflix special. I'll just catch it there.
Right. So like, agree, and also there are exceptions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yep.
Well, that's all we got.
And I think that's the pod.
I think so. Cue the cool music now.